Christmas and happy holidays. Yes, I know I wasn't planning on making a video today, but I wanted to talk about a couple of things. Of course, 'tis the season to be jolly, time to be thankful, all those great things. So I wanted to say, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate all you guys and gals support over this last year. It's been a crazy year, 2023, going into 2024, starting here in just a couple of days, and then things start off quick, fast. In a hurry, I got CES, which I'll be attending. I've got Mobile World Congress in February. Into that I'll be attending phone launches and things like that. So there's a lot of exciting things that'll be coming out. I mean, the S24 series right around the corner, OnePlus 12 right around the corner. So yeah, this won't be your typical January, but just taking a moment of reflection here. I mean, 2023 has been a fantastic year, and so much of that is because of your support, showing up every day, day in, day out, looking at my face, watching my hairline recede, and laughing at my bad jokes and my commentary along the way. But I did get a nice present just a couple of days ago. I got the December update for my Sony Xperia 1 Mark V. I love this phone. I'm going to talk about a few phones here. It's kind of a twofold thing. One, just kind of reminisce about some of the good days we've had this year. But two, really, I do so much appreciate every single one of you guys and gals. You show up, you watch the videos, you comment, you share. You're so very thoughtful and kind, and you allow me to do what I'm able to do. I mean, if you guys didn't watch the videos, then I would be back at my law firm helping people with their problems instead of helping people with their phones. But it's been a little over a year. I quit my job. I officially started doing YouTube full-time October 1st of last year. And there are a lot of question marks that went up in the air. Leaving a full-time job, going off on this endeavor, the big changes with all the ad rates and everything in 2023. There was a lot of adapting, but there's been a lot of brands that I've been very successful with working with this year, and a lot of that's because y'all. Y'all ask for it, y'all show up, y'all give me the credibility to go and say, hey guys, my audience would love to see this video. That's why Sony finally started working with me this year. OnePlus, continues to send me phones. Oppo has sent me a few phones. I'm still trying to crack the nut on Samsung, and well, Apple's never going to send me anything. I'm sure Tim Cook has me on a do not fly list for phones, but that's okay. I will give them some credit though. So if it weren't for the iPhone, and I know I say a lot of things I don't like about the iPhone, a lot of stuff I don't like about Apple in general, but the iPhone, for most people, is a very good phone. I mean, heck, they sell like 80 million of these things a year. They're the most popular phone in the United States. So I mean, you can't really ignore that and say it's a bad phone. I don't think it's a bad phone. And I think the iPhone 15 Pro Max, best phone they made in a long time. That's what I'm recording with. And for the last couple of years, I've recorded with the 14 series, the 13 series, AirDrop, pretty decent microphone, pretty decent selfie camera. I have a Shure MV88 Plus microphone that I use with this, and I've been able to dial it in some more. And it allows me to do all this stuff. I airdrop it straight to my MacBook. I edit. It keeps me in contact with my family. They update the things. They're supported a long time. I don't hate iPhones. I just prefer Android. And a lot of y'all guys know, a lot of you guys are here because I covered BlackBerry so extensively for so many years. I'm still probably one of the biggest BlackBerry fans in the world. I hope that with some changes in management and what they've done at the company, maybe we'll see something again one day. I think that would be magical. I think it's the time. Something that offers the security and the peace of mind that BlackBerry can bring to the forefront, and I hope they can collaborate with somebody at some point. I would love that, and I need another physical keyboard phone. As much as I love my foldables, my flippables, as much as I love flagship phones, gosh darn it, I want another physical keyboard. So that's my biggest hope for 2024. Also that I'm able to keep the lights on and keep making videos, which I think will be okay. But it's been a really surprising year. And like I said, the iPhone 15 Pro Max has really surprised me a lot. The S23 Ultra, this is my flagship phone of the year. This is my best phone of the year that I think. I think Samsung has done phenomenal things with this phone. And I think the S22 Ultra had a lot of possibility for success, but the Snapdragon 8 Generation 1 we know just wasn't a great chip last year, and it really handicapped and caused a lot of problems for a lot of phones. Plus, we had the big failure of Android 13 last year, where it had serious issues. So Android 14, also getting Android 13 fixed, has been something that's very, very important. So, or was it Android 12 that was messed up? I don't know. It's hard to remember 2 years ago. But yeah, Pixel 6 and Android 12, that's what it was. So yeah, we had issues with that. Android 13, I like to call it Android 12.5 in the beginning, largely a pretty successful product. And Samsung did great things here. They've optimized the phone more throughout the year. It's always crazy to me, and you'd think I wouldn't be surprised at this point, but whenever you have a phone that comes out at the beginning of the year, and then it can still manage to win, like in lots of people's opinions, phone of the year 10 months down the road, 11, 12 months down the road, that really is a testament to what they're doing over there at Samsung. So I have my concerns about the international models possibly getting the Exynos, I think 2400 for the S24 Plus and the S24, maybe internationally. It seems like that probably might be a realistic thing that happens, which not crazy about that. But the Ultra is supposed to have the Snapdragon 8 Generation 3 in all markets. I've tested a few phones of the Snapdragon 8 Generation 3. I like it. I'm curious to see what promise we get here with AI going into 2024, because it's supposed to be the first, Samsung AI phone or smart AI phone. I don't know what they're calling it. They're calling it crazy things, but I want to see how it is where the rubber meets the road. Is it gimmicky? Is it realistic? What is it? We'll find out. OnePlus, man, they did a bang up job this year. I had a OnePlus 11. I covered it for several months. I ended up giving it to somebody because, well, their phone got lost in the mail when they were trying to get a new phone. So I wanted to help somebody out. So I figured I'd covered it pretty well at that point. The OnePlus Open, fantastic phone. I think this phone is probably the biggest surprise of the year. It's my biggest surprise phone for the year. And like I said, I made a video the other day saying the Z Fold 5, I think for me is still better. But for most folks, and you take a look at it with the big exterior screen on the front, the big screen on the inside, big battery, big brightness, big cameras, and that they did a bang up job with this phone. OnePlus knocked it out of the park as far as I'm concerned with that phone. This phone right here, it's been very surprising. The Motorola Think phone. I made several videos about this. I saw this phone at Mobile World Congress, like February, March timeframe early this year. And I thought, man, I like this phone. I was so impressed because I was sitting there watching them and they had it connected to the ThinkPad and they were just sending the apps to it. They were using it for messages and stuff. They're like, look, you can use the camera on this phone as a webcam for the computer. So there's a lot of great things, and this phone has been on sale for $399 lately. I've pushed a lot of people this direction because I'm like, this phone for $399, insane deal. So, that's pretty cool right there. And then my favorite flip phone of the year, which I made a video about this. I made videos about all these phones. The Razr Plus. I love this phone. They did such a good job with it. And it's funny, I told the story the other day. Whenever I did that blind camera smartphone test thing that MKBHD put up, the image that I blind test picked as being the best ended up being the one from this camera. So if that's not a testament to what they're doing there, I don't know what it is. Motorola, they're doing good things. Keep it up. Motorola probably had the best, if not one of the best years of any manufacturer this year. And then, of course, the fan favorite. I know you guys and gals like the Pixel phones. I love the Pixel phones. I love this bay blue color. I said it's my favorite phone color of the year. Google's done a lot of good things this year. The Tensor G3 really did so much in a positive way for the phone experience, much like the Snapdragon 8 Generation 2 did this year. So that was very cool. And then, of course, I always have to go back to this one, my favorite. And there's a lot of things I like about this phone. Yes, battery life is good. I like the screen. I like the 4K. I like the 4K 60 on all the cameras. It just does so many great things. And you've got the headphone jack. I've been using this. So this phone has finally enabled me to get away from the iPhone. Not that that's necessarily the world or whatever. I mean, I'm using the iPhone right now. But it's crazy that you can connect this onto the back of the phone and turn it basically into like a production camera. And then you plug the boom mic into the headphone jack, and then you have the screen that pops up with the feedback from the monitor. Like, it's crazy. And then if you want, you can live stream the sucker straight to the internet. I mean, it's ridiculous what you can do with that phone. Great for gaming, pass-through charging. I love the aspect ratio. I love the fingerprint scanner built into the power button. And I love the Sony Xperia 1 Mark V, my favorite phone of this year. And it's not the best for everybody, and that's whenever it comes down to it, you boil it down, the meat and the potatoes, talking about, like the S23 Ultra, reasons why I think it's the best. I think the Snapdragon 8 Generation 2, I think the full complement of cameras and the automated capabilities you can do with them. You don't have to, I like to dial stuff in, but a lot of people just want to point and shoot. I mean, that's what you get with the Samsung. You get the S Pen, you get DeX, you get wireless DeX, big, beautiful screen, and I love the ergonomics on it. It's funny, this is a lavender color, but I call it Strawberry Nesquik secretly, because that's what it looks like to me. But with the software support, One UI, all the unique things that they do there, big battery life, best battery life of any flagship phone I've used this year. It's just such a good phone. So there's been a lot of good things. This has been a good year. Last year, maybe not so good. Like there were a lot of hiccups last year. This year, a lot less hiccups and a lot better things going on. So I'm excited for what 2024 has to bring. I think we're going to see more refinement and process. Of course, the big discussion, AI, AI, AI. And we're talking about that with Google already for the last couple months with the Edge AI component on the phone, the Cloud AI component on the background. Google has a pretty good setup there. So I'm curious to see what Samsung can do. They're going to be the first one out of the gate. What can OnePlus do? The Snapdragon 8 Generation 3 is built from the ground up with a big emphasis with power for processing on AI. So how will these companies make that meaningful? And we'll have to find out. But yeah, just a short little recap talking about some of this stuff. You know, I know you guys spending time with the family, unwrapping presents, traveling, whatever you're doing. For those of you who choose to watch this, I greatly appreciate it. But you guys are part of my family. That may sound cliche, but if it weren't for y'all showing up every day, watching these videos, I wouldn't be able to support my family doing this. I wouldn't be able to do what I love, which is to test these phones out and show up and give you my interpretation on how they perform. Are they any good? Are they of value? Are they worth it? The things that I do. And I know I've got a different style from everybody else. I know it's not super fancy. It's not super B-roll. I know a lot of times it's just me sitting here talking. That's what I do best. I'm not an attorney for no reason. Us in the Matlock family, there's an expression that we like to hear ourselves talk, and we're pretty good at it. I could sit here and talk for like an hour, no problem, about any of this stuff. But I'm really excited about it, and I like to share that excitement and that passion. Look, I know I don't always mince words on things. I probably shoot myself in the foot a lot, but the biggest thing is to keep the rapport going here, and that y'all guys show up. You believe in what I do. I believe in what I'm doing. I love getting the feedback from you guys. I love when I hear from you on the comment section. I do this by myself. I've got my brother who started helping with some like tertiary tasks, and I'm trying to teach him how to do some of this stuff. But as far as running the channel, recording everything, editing, like I do all this every day. I get up, record, edit, spend hours checking comments, replies, comment section, community posts. When I see deals and things, I share those with y'all. It's my life. This is what I do. And you enable me to do it. I hope that I'm doing a good job for y'all. I can't wait to see what happens in 2024. And again, sincerely, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate it. This has been a bang-up year. You guys have been great. You're awesome as always. I hope you're having a wonderful and safe holiday. I hope you're able to travel safely if you did. If you're staying at home eating some ramen today, watching the Christmas Carol movies on the TV, whatever you're doing, do something that puts a smile on your face. Call your loved ones, check in with them, let them know that you love them, you're thinking about them. I'm thinking about y'all. I was just sitting there like, man, I can't take the day off. I want to talk to my folks, and that's why I'm here. So y'all have a great one. Merry Christmas, happy holidays, happy New Year coming forward. We'll see what happens in 2024. I hope we get a new keyboard phone, and yeah, we'll see what life brings us. So thanks as always for everything. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed the video, please hit the like and the subscribe button and little notification bell, all that jazz. Thanks for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I'll see you guys next time.